Hi, second grade families. This is Shelby Pogatchnik, one of the second grade teachers here at St. Joseph School. This will just be a brief video to give you an overview of some of the expectations in our classroom for the year. Give you a quick introduction of myself. Some of you may recognize me as I have worked at St. Joseph School for about the past 2 years, year and a half. I did work in the front office as the admin assistant, but now I am back in the classroom and I am very excited. Previously, I taught for 4 years in the state of Wyoming. I taught kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. I do have my elementary education degree from Minnesota State University and a master's in reading education and instruction from Grand Canyon University. The first thing I would like to talk about is the blue take home folder that the students have been bringing to and from school already. It looks like this. Inside of it, you will find our weekly schedule that you can see there on the screen, as well as a star student form on the back of that. Inside the folder, I do have a left pocket and a right pocket. There's little stickers on the inside. One of them says left at home. So anything on that side of the folder can be left at home. That might include some bulletins from school or any announcements or sheets that are coming from the office, maybe that are just general announcements or information. It might include some of the homework that I've already recorded and looked at and graded. So make sure you're checking that and emptying that every night, please, at home. And then on the right back to school side will be homework or any forms that would need to be completed and returned to school. So if you can help me and our school by checking those blue take-home folders every evening, helping your student complete that homework and any forms and getting that right back into their backpack so that they can return that to school every day. I did mention quickly that there is a star student form in there. I just put those in there this week. I tried to choose weeks in the year where we do have a 5-day week. So each student has 5 days on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday where they are sharing something different. On that sheet, you will find the date or the week that your student will be star student. And the Friday previous, before that week, there will be a poster that I'll send home. It's folded up so it'll fit right into their blue take home folder. But it'll be a poster that I would appreciate if you would help them complete and then return to school on Monday. And we'll display that in our classroom throughout the week. I will probably send messages when your student is the star student just to give you a little reminder and a heads up. So be on the lookout for that. Homework I touched on briefly will come to and from school in that blue folder. We do have backpack pages, which are part of our Super Kids reading program. Those will come home Monday through Thursday. And anything printed on a yellow sheet should be returned to school to me. This week I did print one on yellow that didn't need to be returned to me. It was a fluency sheet. I'll try to remember to print those on white. But the fluency reading sheets are just stories that we have read in class together multiple times, but the students should be reading those at least one time every day during that week to help practice their fluency. And then the other sheets that do get returned to me are usually spelling word practices, and they do say at the top backpack pages, but they are with our spelling words and different activities to help them. The other thing that will be homework every Monday through Thursday night are math pages. So our math program, the homework that comes home should be a front back page, and it is just a quick overview of the lesson that we did that day. So it will help reinforce what we have learned in the classroom that day. So the students should be pretty independent with completing that, but if they do need help, make sure that I hope that you're able to help them with that. And see if they have any questions and whatnot. If you have any questions about any of those homework things, you can always message me and I'll go over my best way to communicate coming up here. My weekly newsletter, I have been posting in Seesaw. So I have been posting those on Friday evenings. That's been my plan. We'll see how busy the weeks get, but if it's not posted by Friday, I will definitely post it by Sunday before the week begins. In the newsletter, you can find our spelling words, our weekly schedule, and our specialists. So you'll know which days we have PE and music, um, and Spanish, and then library as well. And that also can be found on that the schedule that's printed inside the blue folder. I have not been sending any printed copies home, but if you would like a printed copy or prefer a printed copy, just send me a message and I'm happy to send that home every week with you. Just trying to cut back on printing and ink cost here. So, for communication, the best way and probably preferred way for me to communicate, for you to communicate with me, would be through Seesaw. I do have the app downloaded on my phone. Anytime I get a message, I get a little notification and I'm able to see it right away. You are also welcome to send me an email, but sometimes I don't take the time to check my email, especially during the busy school day when there's a lot going on. So if there is something that you need to communicate with me during the day, if like say someone's leaving early for a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment, or if maybe you thought they were going to ride the bus home, but now you're going to pick them up in the car line, I would prefer a message through Seesaw because it's probably more likely that I will see it. If you could also communicate that with the front office, with Mrs. Meaden, if there is a change in how they will be picked up, let Mrs. Meaden know as well. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, if your child is going to be absent, say it's a surprise absence, you are also welcome to email me, but Seesaw is just fine as well. Also, make sure that you copy Mrs. Meaden on those as well. So if your child is absent, we would like to be aware of that as soon as you are able to know. Service projects. In second grade, our students are required to complete 2 service projects during the year. First one should be completed by December, the end of December, and then the second one should be completed by the end of the school year. These service projects are a minimum of 30 minutes. They can be anything from helping a neighbor with yard work or something in their house. It could be feed my starving children. It could be anything that your students volunteer with at church or any organization that they're in. If you have any questions or need some ideas for these service projects, feel free to help or to message me and I can give some ideas for you. There are individual service project forms that can be found on our St. Joseph School website. If you are unable to find them, I'm happy to send them to you as well. Just send me a message, and then I will be, when the due date is getting closer, I'll make sure that I remind all of you in my newsletters. For grading, in second grade, we do use a 1 to 4 scale for grades. They do come out at the end of each trimester, and they are posted on the Educate website. The grading in my classroom will be based on participation in classwork, assignment completion. I am keeping track of students returning their homework, the math and the backpack pages for spelling. I am keeping track of that, so I'll base some of my grades on that. We will have some projects throughout the year that we'll be doing, and I'll be grading those as well. And then any assessments that we have at the end of a math unit or a reading unit, I will take those grades into consideration with the 1 to 4 scale. The last thing I'd like to share is that we do have an Amazon wish list for our classroom. I have been out of the classroom for 8 or 9 years, so I do feel sometimes like a first-year teacher in some ways. I have a lot of things that I would love to bring into our classroom to help us with our reading or our math or to make our environment a little more inviting. And I have posted those items on our Amazon wish list, and I will try to keep that updated. If you want to scan, there is a QR code on your screen that you can scan that will bring you right to our Amazon wish list. Otherwise, if you are unable to find it or you want to have it, I'm working on trying to get it into my signature of my emails so it can be easily found there. Otherwise, just message me and I will gladly share the Amazon wish list link with you at any time. And anything you're able to help with the classroom is very much appreciated. Thank you for watching this video. I am very excited to be in second grade. As I said earlier, the students have been so much fun to get to know this last week or week and a half. And I'm just really excited to get to have a wonderful year together. So thank you for watching this, and I look forward to working together with you to ensure that your student has a wonderful year.